What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Hallowicked is over. Fright Fest is over. The Halloween festivities are over. Hallowicked was the shit. The Masonic Temple was beautiful. I ended up with balcony seats, so I got to really see the ceiling really well. Got to see so much of the venue. It was just really cool. Really beautiful place. But obviously, every year at Hallowicked, they put out singles. And normally, and I say normally because this year was, for whatever reason, fucked up beyond all recognition. Foobarred, if you will. And not everybody got a copy, including myself. I did not have a copy originally. But the motherfucking homie, Coma Black, he ended up with a copy. They pretty much set this year's Hallowicked up to where if you didn't do the pre-party, you got asked out. Basically, anyone who had a pre-party ticket was able to get in at 3 o'clock, buy merch, get the singles. And I'm guaranteeing you right now, many of them ended up with multiple singles because, I mean, how do you, verify if somebody's already had a single? You'd have to be able to remember their face, and you're seeing hundreds of faces, so there's no way you're going to remember who's gotten a single or who hasn't. So the ball definitely got dropped here. It was definitely a buy or buy kind of situation where those who had the money to spend, they got the advantage over everybody else, including myself and many others. You know, the homie Ecoside Fiend got lucky and got one. Originally, he wasn't going to have a copy, and he's been to many Hallowickeds. So they hugely dropped the ball as far as that goes. That's probably my only gripe about Hallowicked this year is the fact that just poorly executed. You know, the pre-party fucked a lot of shit up, in my opinion. I think the single shouldn't have been. I don't think the single should have been handed out until the actual doors opened. But then you're probably gonna say like all the people that got pre-parties then would get asked out. But I think the system should have been somebody's right there when they scan your ticket, hand them a single. That's how the system. It's so simple, so fucking simple, and that wasn't even what happened. So, but huge fucking shout out to Coma Black, longtime homie. He's somebody I consider a part of my Juggalo family. You know, he's done artwork for me. He's been a member since I started doing memberships. He straight up was like, "Did y'all get your single?" We said no, because he at that point word was spreading fast that the singles were gone, that they ran out. So he straight up held it out. He said, "Here you go," and I was like, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah." And I was like, "You don't want nothing for it?" He's like, "Yeah, do a review for me." So rather than doing a review, I figured I would do an actual reaction because I have not listened to this yet. So that is what we are here to do. I know I've rambled for 3 minutes kind of griping about my only gripe about Hallowicked. So with that out of the way, I'd say let's jump right into this. I'm actually really excited for this because I'm seeing a lot of people say it's really good. So much to the point that the homie Ronebone reached out to me and asked if I had listened to it yet. And he said that it was, I don't remember word for word what he said, but he liked it. And if you have been following Beneath the Dirt for a while, you know he's not really been the happiest with what ICP's been putting out lately. So that stamp tells me this shit's going to be the shit. So I say let's flip it over, courtesy of Faygo Lovers. It is on YouTube, so everybody can hear it. Shout out to them always. You know, they do that every year, so that's the shit. But yeah. So we are going to jump right into this and let's do that shit now. Make sure my volumes are all good for me. I want to hear the music well. Which I should state that I've seen somebody say that it's basically like a vampire, which that's kind of a given with the artwork. And a lot of people saying that this is the most Halloween kind of song that they've had since 2014. And I was doing the math. I was like, yeah, Halloween Head really was the last time that they did a quote unquote Halloween themed track. So yeah. I want your neck, gotta have next. Hear you post up, see your neck flex. Better than sex, teeth on flesh. You can't get stumped, the bite comes next. Blood drips down chest, my jaw don't rest. Till my teeth connect, and my chin wet. Say your prayers, hope I don't. And my chin wet. Would you go out? You saying what the fuck? Shaq, please hold up the crime scene I leave. Bigger
but you cannot leave. And what if you know now evil is real? And you're not about to know just how my fake feel.
Now, Megs listened to this earlier, and she told me that she felt like maybe it was a leftover song from Shaggy Two Dope's EP, which pretty much tells me this is gonna be like just a Shaggy song, and I'm pretty sure I've heard or seen that put, but I can see where it sounds like it was something maybe meant for his album, but on the same hand, he mentions All Hallows Eve, so if it was, maybe it was because he kind of heard that and he's like, oh, this might be better suited for like Halloween. And I don't know what the thought process would have been, and honestly I don't know what the, like, when they come up with Hallowicked singles, I don't know what they're thinking, but I also think it's kind of cool in a way. I feel like we should listen to this before. I'm just going to hold that thought and hopefully remember to address the rest of that thought. So let's just hold that thought. Let it get back to the song. Hey.
It's All Hallows Eve. Now what if I told you, but you cannot leave? And what if you know now evil is real? Ain't somebody but to know just how your fake feel. Try and get away. It's futile. It won't work to pray. Try and fight your cause.
Your neck. Fight your neck. Fight your neck. As I gently bite your neck. Now, I don't know who made this beat, but I feel like that's a missed opportunity to sample Ringmaster's word, because I didn't hear it. I didn't hear that in there. That was a perfect opportunity to put that little spice drop in there of "as I gently bite your neck." So yeah, that's fully That's fully on just Shaggy Two Dope. Which, okay, so now picking up that thought and resuming with it, I do think it's kind of cool that last year's Hallowicked single was just Violent J. This year is just Shaggy. Obviously, last year's single was a complete cop out. Let's switch this back over. Last year's was a complete cop-out, in my opinion, because it was a single for an upcoming Violent J album that still ended up on the album. So it's like, last year's Hallowicked single isn't even a Hallowicked single. It was a Bloody Sunday single. So to me, that was a very big cop-out. But this, definitely Hallowicked feeling. And if it was left off, you know, maybe Shaggy, like, maybe he wrote this, was gonna put it on his album, and he, like, maybe he just shot a text to Jay, like, hey, I think I have our Hallowicked single. I don't know. I don't know what that process is like, but I thought it was dope. And again, it's back to the Halloween theme. That's definitely something I will be bumping. Halloween time. One thing I did want to point out is I've been seeing people talk about, like, this being a CDR. I don't really care that it's a CDR or not. I don't gripe so much about that. And if you're wondering what's the difference between a CDR and a CD, I don't even know if my camera is going to pick this up. But if you look on the back of a disc, sometimes they're green colored. The biggest giveaway of a CDR is if you can see the line of where, like, the songs are. You remember back in the day when you used to burn CDs? If you're not old enough to know what that was like, there's a line that you can see on there, and that is your biggest indication of a CDR. Most people say that CDRs aren't as good quality; they degrade quicker. But technology's come a long way. Like the issues of CDRs not lasting long, I don't think is an issue so much anymore as it used to be. So like the CDR doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? It just doesn't bother me. But yeah, Bite Night, love it, great. Shaggy 2 Dope. I think we're reaching a point now where Shaggy 2 Dope as like a rapper is starting to become better than Jay, in my opinion. Jay's on this weird trap kick lately, and I don't see Shaggy really flexing that a whole lot. To me, it feels like Shaggy wants to keep it old school wicked shit, like old school gangster rap. So, I think that's for me where he's gonna shine. But obviously, I'm an old school juggalo, so that's what I want to hear. And I don't think a lot of the new schoolers want to hear that. They want to hear the trap shit, and that's probably why they'll always say Jay's the best, which that's okay too. We all are allowed to have our opinions. But yeah, Bite Night, I thought it was a shit. What did you guys think about Bite Night? Tell me down below. If you were at Hallowicked and you did not get yourself a single, make sure you put in the comments, fuck that fucked up shit or something. Just like vent in the comments down below, because that was beyond fucked up. It shouldn't have happened. One, they shouldn't have run out of singles. Two, better system. Like, super simple. Have somebody there. As soon as the tickets get scanned, hand them one. It's that simple. It's not fucking rocket science. It just isn't. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.